championship week in Reavers country. The top-ranked volleyball team lines up in Wyoming. Is Casper a friendly ghost? The #1 Iowa Western women's soccer team, a scary sight in Florida. The top-ranked men, a monster effort in Arizona. And the unbeaten killers of the Jayhawk Conference heading south to East Mississippi.
Hi, I'm Dale Osbar, the Reaver Volleyball bus driver. The Bluffs Sports Zone starts now.
Casper, Wyoming, the second largest city in the state. Just under 100,000 hardy souls are here. Well, 16 of the top junior college volleyball teams in the nation are at the Casper Event Center for the national tournament. Hello and happy holidays. I'm JJ Davis and welcome to this very special edition of the Bluff Sports Zone. Now, fun times with the top-ranked Iowa Western volleyball team. The Reavers at 42-1. Put their 26-match win streak on the line. The top-ranked Reavers get down to business the day before, serving it up in the first round. Now, practice coach, well, a far cry from last year.
Last year, I mean, we had girls crying at this practice because they were so frustrated with the air and they were tired and, you know, the long drive. I think the girls were a little nervous, so I'm glad that we kind of got out here, got on the floor, get the jitters out now so that, you know, later it's game time.
I think it was pretty good. I think we worked pretty hard and just had to get used to the air up here because it's really hard the ball floats a lot more up here, so we had to get used to that.
And that's that. From ballin' to the bells of the ball. Eat, drink, and be merry. That's the plan at the pre-tournament banquet. Of course, good food, good company, good times.
It's just a blast. I'm excited that we're here. It's fun to see how tall all the girls actually are in their heels, and I mean, it's exciting.
What kind of vibe do you get after practice and dinner tonight going in?
It just gets us so excited and pumped up for tomorrow. Like, we all can't wait and we're getting prepared for it.
How was the food?
It was amazing. They did such a great job.
And the icing on the cake? Well, Gabby Strazzeri wins a prize. Yes, pretty in pink. But the beauty of it all, 3 times over, the real fun is about to begin. And it does the next day. Now, the Reavers come into the tournament having already beaten 8 of the other 15 qualifiers, but that doesn't matter anymore. It's what happens now, this week.
Road game coverage brought to you by Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine.
Number 6, Casey Kirk.
Top-seeded Iowa Western opens up tournament play against number 16, Wallace State. Now the Lions in the far court just killing it early. State grabs a 9-4 lead. The Reavers start to get it in gear. Gabby Strazzeri, bullseye. The freshman 6 kills in the first set.
Is when the setter's in the front row, I want you guys to help on the run.
Trailed 15-14. Then the #1 team in the nation blocks its way. A 9-0 run to go up 23-15. Cassidy Sullivan getting hot, heating up the set, and hammer down. The Super Soft with 10 Ks. Iowa Western wins the first set 25-18. The Reavers keep it rolling in the second. The top seed closes it out. Look out, 11-4 run. All-American Allie Dawson 6 kills in the first set and 7 in the second. Iowa Western takes it 25-17.
Scared of the outside hitters. She hits us. I wish she'd hit you in the nose with the ball. Maybe then you'll toughen up.
Wallace State toughens up in the third set. Doesn't look that way early on. Allie Dawson, one of her match-high 18 Ks, 8-3 Reavers. But the Lions get out their claws in the middle, and suddenly it's 13 all. 3 in double figures for Iowa Western. Gabby Strazzeri finishes with 10 kills, fastball, 22-19 Reavers. The number 1 team in the nation looks to finish off Wallace, and it does with a block party. Iowa Western wins the set and match 25-22.
I think we came out a little scared, a little anxious, jitteries, but then you could tell, it was 11-11, and all of a sudden it was like light bulb, and we hit it, and we played a lot better. I thought overall, great first match. Glad it was a W, glad it was a sweep, and I think the girls were confident, and so that's good. We just got all those jitters out of the way.
Reavers on 3, 1, 2, 3, Reavers!
The top-seeded Reavers sitting pretty after their first match. 1 down, 3 to go. Number 1, Iowa Western hits the court again later that night to tangle with 9-seeded Northwest. Tug-of-war from the get-go. Setter Nicole Sanchez with the left hand, 7-6 Reavers. Now the Trappers playing with a lot of energy, contest everything for the block. 16-12 Northwest. The district I champs, a stone wall, 9 blocks overall. The Trappers here take the first set, 25-15. Northwest keeps it up in the second. Here's the wind-up and the pitch. It's a change-up. 9-7 Trappers. Iowa Western keeping it close. Allie Dawson and the Reavers still trail by 3, 14-11. Now the 9 seed does not back down. What goes up must come down as Northwest grabs a 2-0 lead with a 25-20 win.
Love on 3, 1, 2, 3.
It's now or never for the tournament's top seed, and Iowa Western responds. Cassidy Sullivan, not this time, and the Reavers take a commanding 20-14 lead in the third. The Trappers suddenly cannot find the range. It's out. Iowa Western stays alive, taking the third set 25-18.
Let's go hard, ladies. Deep, deep. Let's go.
15 all in the fourth. Allie Dawson and the Reavers serve up a 4-0 run, and it's out. 19-15 Iowa Western, the number 1 team in the nation, gaining more momentum. Taylor Leesmeyer, one of her 8 kills, 20-16. The Reavers not going to be denied. Allie Dawson hammered down. Iowa Western evens the match with a 25-20 beatdown. Now the Reavers head into the 5th and deciding set with new life, and it's short-lived. Northwest puts up a roadblock, 6-3 Trappers. The nation's number 1 team swinging away. Allie Dawson. Iowa Western still trails 7-5. Yet the 9th seed answers right back, up by 3. Match point. Northwest leads it 14-8.
I don't know that it was energy, more or less, as they had so much energy that it just kind of drained us a little bit. So we had a lot of energy in warm-ups. We were feeling good. We had a good warm-up. So I think that they just, the underdogs, they almost have that advantage sometimes. They just want it right out of the gate, and it's almost too late.
They wanted it. They wanted it from the start, and there's nothing much there was else. Yeah, we just kind of rolled over, I guess, in the beginning.
Can't reach the mountaintop, so what's the plan now?
Well, we're not gonna be quitters, so I think that 5th place is our goal now. It's not where we wanted to be, but it's the best that we can be.
The dream shattered. Tomorrow is another day. Could hear a pin drop, plus a few sniffles on the bus ride back to the hotel. The Iowa Western men's soccer team looking for a better result. But first, the heartbroken Iowa Western volleyball team soldiers on when we come back.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council Plus Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
Hey everybody. Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change.
Let's go!
To the Batmobile. Dang it.
To the invisible jet.
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women.
I could use your help.
Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
It was heartbreaking. That's all you can say. The top seed and #1 team in the nation loses in a gut-wrenching 5-set marathon and will not play for the national championship. So what's next? Well, the Reavers got to play it out, and the best they can do now is 5th. And an interesting note, Iowa Western is set to serve it up against Tyler, and in a match that many believed would be for the national championship. No. The Reavers line up against the 4th-seeded Apache. Iowa Western gangs up on the District K and L champs, Sanchez and Sullivan, with the block. And then Cassidy here with the kill. Reavers take the first set 25-22. Tyler, turnabout is fair play. Set 2, the Apache block their way to a 6-zip lead and never look back. Tyler tilts the table with a commanding 25-10 win. 16-all, 3rd set. Allie Dawson shows why she's an All-American. Goodbye. And then Nicole Sanchez shows why she's an All-American. Nobody's home. 18-16 Reavers. Iowa Western cranks it up, winning 9 of the last 12 points. The Reavers roll to a 25-19 win. The Apache circle the wagons. 4th set in overtime. The team from Council Bluffs out 24-23 lead. The team from Texas ties it, and then 25-24 Tyler. Iowa Western 38 attack errors, and the last one hurts. It's the Apache even the score with a 26-24 win. Now nobody's comfortable. It goes 5. 5th set, open floor, all Reavers, 7-3 Iowa Western. Cassidy Sullivan a team high, 16 kills. The Reavers win the set and match 15-7.
After yesterday, that was a really heartbreaking loss, and we just wanted to come out and fight. No matter where we finish now, we're going to fight like we're playing for the national championship.
Today we had a positive mind. Last night, you know, it happened. Like, we weren't thinking about that. We weren't thinking about let's win what we got from nationals like this last 2 days. Let's just win and play hard. We didn't have negative, not even one time.
Gut check time, and the team came through.
Yes, I'm glad we pulled out a 5th set. I told him, you know, when that 5th set came, I was like, hey, we're not going to be scared in this 5th set like we were yesterday. We're going to play hard and got nothing to lose.
Iowa Western will play for 5th place. Iowa Western at 44-2 set to sell out against Arizona Western, and at stake 5th place in the NJCAA tournament. 15-all. First set, Allie Targi. One of her 2 aces, the Reavers a 5-0 run to go up 20-15. Iowa Western looks like the top team in the nation coming in. Allie Dawson hammered down. Reavers take the first set 25-20.
Put it down and then go short, okay?
Iowa Western in control. Second set, every Reaver at least 2 kills but 2. McKenna Bartell with the K, jump out 12-5. Iowa Western 11 brick walls overall with the block. The top seed wins the second set 25-15.
Yeah.
Not so fast. Allie Dawson on fire. The all-tournament first teamer a match high 17 kills. It's tied at 26 in the third. But the Matadors not going down without a fight. Arizona Western takes the third set 28-26. One last swig of confidence. The Reavers serve up 5 aces overall, 11-7. And then Winnie Cupertino joins in the fun. The sophomore 2Ks, 22-12 Iowa Western. And all that's left, the cherry on top. The Reavers stick it to the Matadors in 4. Iowa Western finishes 5th at Nationals.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible that 45-2 will get you 5th place, but we'll take it because after a loss at the national tournament, that's the best we could do. And that's what we got, so I was really proud of the way we bounced back.
What will you remember about this team?
the memories we've made, I don't even know how many wins we have, but only having 2 losses, that is incredible.
Your last match.
Yeah, I'm kind of emotional for that because I learned to love these girls so much. The coach, like, she helped. I improved so much these last 2 years.
It's been one of the most memorable years I'll probably have, just because we spend so much time together, like Allie said, and we just love each other.
And that ball go down. Shows the character of our team. They're not willing to give up, even though their goals weren't reached. They still can be proud of what they accomplished, and I think that says a lot about our team and the way that we are, and that's why we only lost 2 matches the whole year.
They had a ball. The 2014 Iowa Western volleyball team, 45-2, champions always. Meanwhile, the #1 Iowa Western women's soccer team is looking for better results in the back of the net. And why not? The Reavers, the defending national champs, are 18-0-1. And get this, Brad Sylvie's club has outscored the opposition this season 117-3 heading into nationals.
Road game coverage brought to you by Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine.
Iowa Western shuts out Wabernstein 6-0 in its opening match. The Reavers outscored Butler 2-1 in the quarterfinals. Next up, a rematch of last year's national championship game with Navarro. Second half, Delia Jimenez puts Iowa Western on the board in the 52nd minute. 6 minutes later, Brian Richards makes it 2-0. Iowa Western blanks the Bulldogs 3-0.
Well, it's nothing but excitement. We've got a fantastic group of kids here that they've worked extremely hard throughout this entire season, and they've stayed committed to what the coaching staff has kind of presented to them. And we're happy to be here, man, for sure.
When we came into the season, we were talking about like how hard it is to repeat, and we were all willing to put in the time and dedication to this program and to playing the best that we can. And so it's just a dream coming out here and being able to try and win another national championship. So
the Reavers look to score one more win. Iowa Western tackles Monroe for its second straight national championship.
And then there's the unbeaten Iowa Western football team. The second-ranked Reavers ready to tackle #1 East Mississippi. But up next, the Iowa Western women's soccer team looking for a repeat performance after the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed Sports Med invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
Your future is here at CBTV. You're in the game. You take the shots. It's your story. The Media Studies program at Iowa Western. Real reality TV starring you. For more information, go to iwcc.edu. It's deja vu all over again as the Iowa Western women's soccer team makes it back to the promised land. Of course, I'm talking the national championship game. Now, it's just one game. One game. It doesn't matter how you win it. Just win it.
Tonight, people to watch actually the #2 player for Iowa Western, that is Delia Jimenez.
Delia Jimenez and the Reavers run with the Mustangs for the national title. Iowa Western has given up just 4 goals all season. First half, Jimenez scores. The Reavers take a 1-zip lead into the break.
That was a great, quick little set piece they set up.
Second half, 71st minute. Monroe's Melia Formosa converts off the corner kick. It stays tied at the end of regulation and after the end of the first overtime. Second overtime. Next goal win. The Mustangs just miss. 4 minutes left in the period. Iowa Western keeper Haley Johnson knocks down Gabriel Braga in the box, stangs with a penalty kick, and a shot to win the game.
Arrow Rodriguez shoots and scores the goal.
Monroe stuns the Reavers in a heartbreaker, 2-1.
It was a terrific season. I mean, it's a season that'll be tough to compete with for years to come, no doubt about it. It just wasn't finished with that grand prize. But after the dust settles and the fog dissipates, you know, we'll look back on this and be like, that was a fantastic season. The kids took it pretty hard, but like I said, it's one of those things that after time does its magical thing, we'll be able to look back and see this season as a huge success.
Iowa Western finishes another fantastic season at 21-1-1. The lone loss in the national championship game. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Jake Wright.
So, here we go again. Jordan Carver's club has carved up everything in its path in 2014 as the Iowa Western men fly to Prescott, Arizona, riding a 47-match unbeaten streak. The bullseye's been on the Beavers' backs all year.
Top-seeded Iowa Western opening up the NJCAA National Tournament, taking on 12-seeded Coffeyville. First half action, Eduardo Reyes in front, and the Reavers are on the board. The #1 team in the nation ripping the Red Ravens 2-0 at the break. Second half, Boslo Alihozic buries the cross from Yuri Demiciano, and Iowa Western takes out Coffeyville 3-1. Next up, 8th-seeded Schoolcraft in the quarterfinals. Late in the first half, Orlando Alvarado slots home the cross to put the Reavers up 1-0 over the Ocelots. Second half, Boslo Alihozic with the cross, and Yuri Demiciano centers it to Nick Melville, who puts it away to tie the game at 2. Time running out, goalkeeper Josh Blair finds Jerome Farnsworth streaking towards an empty net, and he capitalizes
10,
for the game winner.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Iowa Western outschool Schoolcraft 3-2. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Travis Jacobson.
Thanks, Travis. Then comes the national semifinal. It was scoreless after 90 minutes, scoreless after 2 overtime periods. It's decided by penalty kicks, and the Reavers miss the first and last PK, and the Mustangs do not. Monroe stuns Iowa Western 4-3. What a way to lose. Coach Carver and company finish another incredible run. Get this, at 23-1-1. Up next, our play of the week. You tell me. Hey, who will it be down in Biloxi? A look back at how it all came to be. On the other side.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Yeah, this was a great moment. The spoils of victory go to Iowa Western's football team, the Reavers, the 2012 national champions. That was 2 years ago, but it feels like forever ago. Now, Scott Strohmeyer's just completed his second unbeaten season in 3 years, and that means another shot at another national title. Now, here's the voice of the Reavers, Jake Ryan.
Despite winning 23 of their last 24 games, Iowa Western entered 2014 with something to prove. Doubters believed a weak schedule was the reason for the success in previous years. This season, an agreement to play teams from the Jayhawk Conference in Kansas would ensure that they faced stiff competition. And it began with Coffeyville in Week 1. The Reavers opened the season ranked #2 in the country and scored 36 unanswered points en route to a lopsided 57-35 victory. The Red Ravens would go on to win 9 of their next 10 games, while the Reavers prepared for an even bigger test in week #2. In a repeat of the 2013 Graphic Edge Bowl and the 2012 National Championship, number 5 Butler came to Council Bluffs with sights set on upsetting the second-ranked team in the land. In an epic showdown of top 5 teams, Iowa Western grabs the 36-30 win in overtime. Over the next 6 weeks, the Reavers flexed their muscles, outscoring their opponents by an average score of 50-12, and moved their record to a perfect 8-0. The stretch includes 3 trips to Jayhawk Conference stadiums, proving previous success had little to do with the competition faced. In Week 9, the Reavers still sit behind top-ranked East Mississippi in the polls, but with number 4 Hutchinson coming to town, confidence is high, and an impressive showing over another top 5 opponent will vault the Reavers over the defending national champs, and that's exactly what happens, as Iowa Western moves to 9-0 and number 1 in the country with a 58-34 win. Iowa Western outscores Fort Scott and Iowa Central 61-15 in the final 2 games of the regular season, but it's not enough to hold on to the top ranking as they slip to number 2 in the polls. Although Trinity Valley from Texas also boasts an unbeaten record, most believe the 2 best teams will square off for the NJCAA national title as the 2012 champions, Iowa Western at 11-0, meets the 2013 champions, East Mississippi at 11-0, in Biloxi, Mississippi on December the 7th.
And now it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by Buena Vista University. Men's soccer, Iowa Western and Schoolcraft tied with just seconds left. Keeper Josh Blair lets it fly, and Jerome Farnsworth behind the defense. Left foot, Reavers win 3-2. How many times have you seen that? Josh Blair and Jerome Farnsworth with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Spring classes begin January 5th. Call 712-749-1990 to register today. What a show. Just packed with emotion. Just full of goosebumpy highs and gut-wrenching lows. But that's why kids come to Iowa Western, to play with the top junior college athletic program in the nation. And with it comes a full range of feelings. But you know, coaches and players will tell you they wouldn't have it any other way. Now, remember to keep it here as always for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Marie Zeitner. And so, with this very special edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm JJ Davis in Casper, Wyoming, and as always, I'll see you around.